Man has always feared the dark sounds that we hear in the middle of the night. The mind starts to wander when we see unexplained, scary things caught on camera. Hey YouTube, I'm Rick, and today we're going to take a look at eerie cases of paranormal evidence. Hit that bell button so you don't miss any new videos. In 1974, a woman named Doris Bither was experiencing paranormal activity and she believed her house was being haunted. Paranormal investigators came to her house and started their research. On August 22, 1974, Dr. Barry Taff and Carrie Gaynor began their investigation into the haunting of Doris Bither in Culver City, California. Doris was a single mother, and she claimed that her home that she shared with her daughter and 3 sons was haunted. She believes that unseen forces were making contact with her. Her claims were unbelievable, but inside the home, we have one piece of paranormal evidence that can be examined and looked at. When the investigators arrived at her home, all 4 of Doris's children claimed to have seen apparitions, and one of the most prominent apparitions they nicknamed Mr. Who's It. The investigators reported feeling a strange pressure in their ears while in the house. Although high-speed cameras were brought in to capture the phenomena, very little substance wound up on film. In one instance, Doris was said to have provoked the beings into a visible manifestation, and this is what we are looking at. The investigators present reported lights appearing around the room, a green mist billowing from one corner, and the form of a man's upper torso becoming visible within an unnatural fog that presented itself inside of the house. They added there was no facial details to the torso, but it did reportedly show musculature leading to them, and they believed it was a male apparition. They said the events were impossible to record on film, and pictures were taken show only a free-floating arc of light over Doris as pictured here in this piece of evidence from the case that is known as the Entity. Skeptics believe that this was all a hoax, and many skeptics say that Doris had a shady history. Others believe that the case is irrefutable evidence of paranormal activity. In the photo, we can see an arc of light over Doris Bither, and there's also another light on the left side of the photo. The interesting thing about the arc of light in the center of the photo over Doris is that it doesn't bend in a corner like a light would behave if it was reflecting on the wall. Unfortunately, this is the only evidence outside of witness testimony revolving around the Entity case. To date, this case remains unexplained. That is just really weird. A lot of people in the paranormal community say this is some sort of ghost activity somehow, ghostly ectoplasm or something else like this, but you can definitely see it. Was this done in a dark room? Is this a hoax? It's just really strange. A lot of people would say pareidolia is to blame in some of these photos, but can we dismiss every paranormal case as pareidolia? Can every paranormal case in the world be just easily dismissed as not real or fake, guys? I'm saying, because in my family, there is a story of paranormal activity. I experienced something unearthly, something from the other side. I really did. I'm not making it up. I was straight as an arrow. I mean, I really do seriously believe in stuff like this. So when I see a photograph like this, I'm not so easily like, oh, that's just, you know, a couple of branches and leaves. There's no way that's real. This is quite interesting, and a lot of paranormal experts point to this as legitimate, authentic paranormal evidence. What do you guys think about that? It's still creepy, isn't it? Ghosts and apparitions, like shadow people, are being talked about all over the world, and many people are experiencing paranormal activity, and they don't want to talk about it because they fear public ridicule. Shadow people are appearing everywhere. A number of religions, legends, and belief systems describe shadowy spiritual beings or supernatural entities, such as shades of the underworld, and various shadowy creatures have long been a staple of folklore and ghost stories. Are the shadow people figments of some people's imaginations, as some psychologists would suggest, based on conditions like sleep paralysis and other conditions that may cause one to believe they're witnessing some type of shadowy figure standing in their bedroom in the middle of the night? That may be true, but that still doesn't account for many other stories of paranormal activity where level-headed people are fully awake and experience something that they cannot explain. All throughout the years, many photographs have been taken all it takes is one, guys, one real, authentic, paranormal, caught on camera moment to be authentic. And then we have the evidence, the proof. So a lot of this stuff has to be looked at. Now, a lot of you guys come onto my site here, the Look Now TV community, and you leave your stories, whether it's UFOs or just creepy stuff, amazing stories in general that are left in the comment section. I do read all of them when the videos are new. On the older videos, not so much, because it's hard for me to keep up. But on all the new videos, 48 hours after videos come out, I read through all the comments. This photo was taken in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, behind the Dobbin house on a ghost tour. The person that took the photo said they were just taking pictures, trying to catch anything. This one was just taken on the road next to us where nobody was. I brightened it so you can see I still have no explanation. Some people in the comment section on Reddit where this was originally posted says the white figure reminds me of a pigeon or a dove, with one of its wings about to fold right before the white thing. And they also had a theory about this maybe some type of angel figure. Someone else said this probably isn't a bird or a dove because it's not casting a shadow on the ground. Whatever it is, it's really weird. And why would a bird or a dove be flying around Gettysburg in the middle of the night on a ghost tour? What could this be? Is this something paranormal? Everyone knows Gettysburg is haunted. It's in the USA and it is really creepy. Supposedly, this is a white apparition caught on camera. Some people thought that this Normandy summer of 2006 video that was recently posted to social media is something amazing and paranormal. Someone wrote, "This was my first time in France. In the summer, my host family took me back to Normandy. One place we stopped in was Point du Hoc, famous for the American landing and scaling of the cliffs to attack German encampments. So someone basically went to Normandy and they went down some stairs in the main room where they talked to another tourist. A couple of moments after the other tourist leaves, they noticed 3 white figures walk across the wall right in front of the witness, and then they disappeared. The person said they didn't freak out. They remember feeling really calm. They said they also remember the wall where the apparitions passed in front of them had an outline of what seemed like a door. They wrote in their story they remember thinking that it looked like a doorway had been blocked off. And then they watched this video so many times and they cannot find an explanation for it. In the video we see what looks like a white figure. It's really difficult to tell what it is, but a lot of people where this was posted seemed impressed by this paranormal evidence. What do you think? White apparitions moving along the wall, and this is what we got on camera. Other people are gonna just say, hey, this is nothing. What is it? What do I see? Nothing. There's nothing there. Could have been a shadow from lights or who knows what. A mother says her son was playing with his cell phone camera and captured something eerie. She also went on to say, I didn't edit this photo. This is the original. I did try to mess with the other filters and settings, but it didn't seem to make things any clearer. She also added more information saying the home that this photo was taken in is almost 100 years old. Earlier that morning, we also walked through a cemetery and we walked through some woods. She said her son took this picture with an iPhone 4 on selfie mode. In the picture, we clearly see a dark figure. It does cast a shadow on the floor, and it looks like it's not formed all the way. It's very interesting. What could it be? So this girl had a really strange experience. She said she wasn't sure what she was hearing. And let's take a listen. It's late at night, and something really bizarre is going on here, and she records the sounds. Let's check it out.
So I've been hearing this really weird noise for the last about 30 minutes. So I thought that I would just record it. There's the sound of a helicopter, and then there's this very, very strange, almost whistling noise, like so I'm just gonna sit here with the phone until it picks something up, because it's happening every few seconds. Someone please tell me what that
is. You can see she's really scared. It's a scary situation, right? I mean, you're sitting in your house in the middle of the night and you're hearing this loud sound coming from outside. Some people were saying, oh, it's just trucks making noise and doing construction work. But guys, this is in the middle of the night. So what could the sound be? It's very unusual. Really awesome video. I was very intrigued by it. In Michigan in the USA, a motion sensor captured this spectacular image. A lot of people believe this is an angel. Angels are very comforting to people, and some people really believe they exist. Some people believe everyone has a guardian angel, and the guardian angel looks out for us. It makes sure we're okay, especially if there's something bad going on, and it's just a comforting figure. And some people say they feel the presence of an angel. A lot of people are saying this is a real angel. Other people are saying this is a ghost, quote on camera. Really interesting. You could see it over the truck, and it really triggered the camera to go off. The winged creature can be seen right here, and it looks legit. And the story also said that this car was parked near a church, so that makes it more strange. One person said this confirms after years of believing that angels really exist, and I feel really amazing about it. Not everyone's convinced though. Some people are saying this is just a lens flare. That's it. It's just a lens flare, and it takes on the shape of a winged creature. But I definitely believe in paranormal activity. I believe in the other side, so anything is possible. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Ghosts at a Canadian cottage. The story said my boyfriend's 20-year-old nephew took these pictures as they were leaving their cottage at the end of the season. The cottage is in an area of Ontario where they used to float logs. This was one of the first pictures he took. Look at those small red maple to the right of the small building. Nothing is there. Another photo, still nothing by the small red-leaved tree. But now, just seconds apart, I can't remember what order this happened in. There is something by the tree. Let's zoom the image in. This is pretty creepy. Take a closer look. It looks like two people are standing there, and maybe they're wearing period clothing from the late 1800s or the turn of the century. It looks like there's a woman to the left with a white dress, and the man to the right, perhaps he's wearing a suit. It's still very difficult to tell what is going on here, but it is definitely creepy and it's straight out of a ghost movie. I don't think this is a case of pareidolia. All of a sudden, there was nothing there in the prior photos, and then we see two humanoid figures standing there. Yeah, that is really chilling. If this is real, that is just scary. If you're watching this at night, whoa, right? Like, for real, guys, that is totally scary. Guys, please share your ghost stories down below as you're watching this video. Maybe someone in your family, maybe you just heard over the years in your family, or your uncle or your mom, or maybe you yourself experienced some type of paranormal activity. Please chime in down below. I'm telling you, it's ironic for so many reasons, because as I'm recording this at home base, and in the room where I'm recording this, a real paranormal story happened. So guys, it's scary. I mean, it's for real. I'm not even like acting, I know, over the top, but really, this is just me giving my natural reaction. I gotta get the story from a family member so you hear it on this channel. That's gonna happen. So guys, again, let me know if you experience anything unusual. Just share your stories here. I find it quite remarkable. So if you believe in mysterious and paranormal activity, even UFOs, give me a thumbs up for this video, guys. Guys, you know who you are. Thanks for buying Look Now TV merch. I'll have more new designs coming soon. Thanks so much for all the Patreon support, the PayPal support, and just thank you for funding the channel, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you next time. I fly around the earth like satellites, writing poetry by candlelight. You trying to diss me, but you not sounding right. Distorting my words, using my name. You untalented talking heads, no bodies with no fame. I was born spitting flames, like King Kong, I break chains. I'm causing those haters to have jealous stomach pains, stressing with veins. I walk through dimensions like the paranormal. My creative thoughts are deep and so vast, like traveling through a wormhole. Verbal graffiti, I turn it into images on your mobile screens. Look Now TV, now you see me. My army is growing stronger and deeper like the snow blowing across your region in all seasons, destroying cancerous lesions for good reasons.